Item: SCP-1874. Codename: Zis Boom Baa. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1874 is to be contained in a paddock at the Agricultural Research Station at Site 58, as part of a flock of no less than 7 sheep kept within the experimental farm. SCP-1874 is to wear a sheep jacket at all times in order to facilitate distinguishing it from the rest of the flock. The sheep jacket is to be replaced immediately whenever necessary. Due to the highly social nature of the species, SCP-1874 will suffer the physiological effects of extreme stress if isolated from other sheep for more than one day. In the event that any of the other sheep are killed, they are to be replaced within that time frame. All interactions with SCP-1874 and its flock, including veterinary care, must be done with full protective gear, gloves, long sleeves, goggles, boots. SCP-1874 and its flock are all to have standard access to water and foraging suitable vegetation. Description: SCP-1874 is a female sheep, Ovis aries, of the Black Welsh Mountain breed. When SCP-1874 makes contact with the skin of a live mammal that is not another sheep, SCP-1874 will explode. The force of this explosion has yet to be properly measured. However, when in an open space, it is sufficient to kill everything within approximately 6 meters of SCP-1874. SCP-1874 is not immune to its own explosive nature, and will be reduced to biological debris. However, after approximately 5 minutes, the flesh and organs will move towards each other, and reassemble into SCP-1874 as it was immediately prior to the explosion. The process of reassembly and reanimation takes 1 minute. SCP-1874 does not appear to be traumatized or otherwise psychologically affected by its detonations. Breeding experiments with SCP-1874 have been unsuccessful. In particular, male sheep have proven to be extremely reluctant to mate with SCP-1874, and attempts at artificial insemination are being made. However, if it is possible for SCP-1874 to bear lambs that share its anomaly, it would open opportunities to do internal experimentation on SCP-1874. Acquisition Log: SCP-1874 was discovered on 20, in the aftermath of an apparent terrorist attack at the petting zoo, in which visitors and employees were killed. All other sheep in the paddock likewise died in the blast, with the exception of SCP-1874, which was standing at the blast's epicenter and grazing on vegetation. Amnestics were administered to survivors and witnesses, and SCP-1874 was taken into custody. Addendum 1874-1. After gathering samples from the surface of SCP-1874's wool, it has been determined through microscopic examination that it exudes an anomalous form of trinitrotoluene, hereby referred to as SCP-1874-1, rather than the lanolin grease that sheep naturally produce. Through closer examination of its reactions, researcher discovered that this anomalous material is what is causing SCP-1874 to reassemble and reanimate. Further experimentation is needed to determine what causes SCP-1874-1 to ignite when in contact with the skin of live mammals.